What about you, Kane? Who are you angry with this week? Who are you angry with this week?
Well, should we do it? Should we do this? I wouldn't often do this, but I want to go back to something that I said on this show.
Is this a double volcano?
Yeah.
Is this the second volcano?
I'm going to throw to myself way back, way back in April.
No.
And this isn't any criticism of the umpires. This is criticism at the rule makers of this game. The 10-metre protected zone and the punishment for it is far too severe. Look at McRae there. He's not holding up play. He's trying to get out of that zone. Look at the time, 1:05. It's unpredictable, the game. If you're in the area and you try and sprint out and get out and try and not hold up the play like McRae did, and you're being penalised 50,
McRae was blocking the option he had to kick
blocking, Damo. That was stiff on McRae.
No, it's easy to fix. Get rid of a stupid rule. They were bad. I saw a worse one on Friday night. Let's have a look at this Guelphy one here. He's trying to stop his opponent, Sinclair, getting a handball receive. He gets caught on the wrong side and he tries to get out of the area. We'll have a look at this from a different angle. I just want to know what's a player supposed to do. So he's clearly wrong-footed here. His opponent quickly darts back the other way. He moves out. So if your opponent is in the area, you should be allowed to be in the area as well. It's a simple fix, and the umpire says, right, get out. But you love the rule. You argued with me.
I don't disagree with you on the Guelphy part of this conversation. I do love the rule. Yeah, I do.
So the AFL...
Because it's the taking away.
So how do they get it better though? Because that's not 50 metres.
You can't pay that. So I'm with you on this Guelphy.
So what's the answer?
Just get smarter at when you pay it. Get smarter when you pay it.
There needs to be some feel, and BJ, I think players are now trying to expose that and go for the wraparound handball and get their opponent offside.
Yeah, they're being cheeky about it, which most players and teams do. They find the grey area in rules. So I'm totally with you here. I actually felt strongly enough that I tweeted about it. But the umpire needs to have more feel. That's the point you just made, Cornesy, because he could see what we see. He was in a really good position there. So sadly, I think a lot of the umpires, because they hadn't played the game, they don't have a great feel for it, respectfully. But they umpire via the textbook. Because in the textbook, that's a free kick.
Yeah, they'll say that's a free kick.
Correct.
So are we all in agreement that that shouldn't have been paid?
Yeah, absolutely.
So then we can't cop that because that costs a goal.
It's just one mistake in one game.
But you say that though, Damo, but the punishment is a goal.
Correct.
And that could be a win. That could be the difference between St Kilda making the 8 or missing. It could be the difference between a team playing in the grand final or missing or winning a premiership, God forbid. So we just can't say that's one mistake.
Well, it was one mistake. They've actually got better at it.
But it cost a goal.
Yeah.
So, Damo, they've adjusted dissent in that if you raise your arms, that's no longer dissent. You just wonder whether they, again, say, we'll tweak this rule in a sense that, the umpire... So if I'm an umpire there, I wouldn't want to... You don't want to be paying any of them because it's too big a penalty. But as BJ said, they're trying to do it within the rules. So I just wonder if there's a tweak with that rule as well, Kane.
Hey, the logjam, Brownie, with regards to the teams attempting to make the 8 is getting really, really tight. This is a season for the ages in this regard. And the ladder is going to be shaped in the next month of footy with those teams that we've highlighted here between 6th and 10th, and it goes up higher than 6th and it goes down lower than 10th with teams still in the reckoning. But they're coming up against teams they're going to have to beat if they want to be there in September.
What I'm looking at there is 8th and 9th, so St Kilda, Sydney, Carlton, Fremantle, the Dogs. They'll go in underdogs in all of them, in my opinion, and then the Magpies, they'll beat the Giants at home, Gold Coast, North and the Crows, so that they're the two. I think Collingwood can come in for St Kilda.
The Gold Coast got a very winnable game against Adelaide.